Hi, today I'm going to be introducing you to the basics of using the Libby app by Overdrive. Available for Apple, Android, and through your browser, Libby makes it easy to access ebooks and audiobooks from your public library on nearly any device. This video will cover accessing the Libby app, setting up your account, browsing materials, borrowing, returning, and placing holds on materials, and how you can learn more about using Libby. All you'll need to get started is your library card. Open your browser. I'm going to be using Google Chrome and navigate to libbyapp.com, or open the App Store on your device, search for Libby, and download the app. Once you've opened the website or the app, you'll see that it asks if you have a library card. Click Yes. Then choose how you'd like to navigate to your library's information. If you've already been using Libby on another device, it's easy to synchronize your information across devices by following the directions provided. Let's move forward by searching for a library. For example, I'll enter the city where I live and have my public library card, Council Bluffs, Iowa. You enter your library information. Next, click on your library and enter your card information. After you enter your card information, you can begin borrowing materials. If you already have a book in mind, you can search for it by clicking on Search for a Book in the top left corner and typing in the title. If you'd like to see what is available, there are several ways to browse materials. You can scroll down on the main page to see some, or you can click on Explore toward the top right side of your screen. After clicking on Explore, you'll see that there are many ways to browse materials. Take a look at What's New. After clicking on What's New, you can choose to browse all new materials or look specifically at new books, audiobooks, or magazines. Let's click on All New Titles. Next, you can see that you have the option to simply scroll through all the new materials or to filter your search in several different ways. At the top of your screen, you can narrow your results to a more specific category or genre of text. You can also refine your results by clicking on Refine and choosing Format, Language, Audience, Compatibility, Availability, or sort the results in various ways. If you'd like for all the lists you browse to always be delivered in these specific ways, click on Preferences and adjust them accordingly. I'm looking for an ebook I can check out right now. So for this example, I will choose to refine by format and select Books. Next, I will choose to refine my list to include only titles that are available now. You can refine your list as much as you'd like. To read more about a book, simply click on it and scroll down. You have several choices for how to interact with a text. Perhaps you decide it's not for you, so you simply click back to the list you were browsing. If you'd like to read a sample, that's an option. You can click on Tag to make a note of books you want to read, have read, don't want to read, or create specific lists. Finally, if you would like to borrow and read the book, you'll click on Borrow. When the next screen opens, you'll see at the top that you can borrow the text for 7 or 14 days. Then click Borrow, and the book will move to your shelf. One great thing about the Libby app is that your materials will automatically be returned on the due date, so you will never have anything overdue. You can choose to Open Book, Keep Browsing, or Go to Shelf. Let's click Keep Browsing. Now, choose to refine your list by changing the availability to Everything. This will include books we cannot currently check out, but we can tag for future reference or place a hold to have it delivered to our app when it is available. As we scroll down, you'll see that instead of the plus sign next to some materials, there is what looks like a calendar. Instead of borrow, these materials have the option to place hold. Click on Place Hold and you will see information about how many copies are available, how many people are waiting, and approximately how long it will be until this title will be ready for you to borrow. If you'd like to, click Place Hold. You'll see at the bottom of your screen that you can easily navigate between the library, your current read, and your shelf. Let's click on Shelf. Once you've arrived at your shelf, you'll see that you can manage your loans, holds, and tags. You can also see anything you're currently reading and your recent returns. Each material will display your progress through it, days until it is due, and options for managing your loan, like Return Early or Renew Loan. Finally, let's take a look at the menu of options available to help you with the app. Navigate back to the home page by clicking on Library at the bottom of the screen. Click on the round face of Libby up in the top right corner. Here you can manage your library cards, add a library, or access help. If you click on Learn Libby, there are several simple video tutorials to teach you anything you'd like to know. There's so much more that makes Libby amazing, so take time and explore. This video covered accessing the Libby app, setting up your account, browsing materials, borrowing, returning, and placing holds on materials, and how you can learn more about using Libby. Contact us at imaginarypubliclibrary.com for more information.